Sorry for the interruption. All right, so let's continue on with our Fun Friday. So as we said here, a frog will do it in a cluster. The toads do it in a stream. Now, the frog, we said, takes the water in by its skin. A toad, when it drinks water, it will actually, it will just sit and let the water come into its mouth. So the toad is very different. Stop that. The toad is very different than the frog. Now, one other fact that I want to tell you about the toad is they have poison glands behind their eyes. So they have a gland behind its eyes, and sometimes they will use it. Now here is another picture of a toad. So this is a toad, a different toad. He has the warty skin, as you see. But notice his feet compared to a toad. They have more like claws, which helps them to walk. So a toad will actually kind of walk back and forth, where we said the frogs like to hop. So they will do very different things. Now, one of the last few things that I wanted to show you is on this page here. Here's the difference. So you have your toad here, you have your frog here. So see the toes on the frog compared to the toad, which has the claws, all right? And even their skin is different. You have the wet skin and the dry and warty skin. Now, an enemy of the frog, they have enemies. Yes, they do. So an enemy of the frog is this victim right here. This prey, okay? So he likes to prey on frogs. They are the snakes. There are birds that like to eat frogs. That's a yummy, delicious. Owls like to eat them. Hawks, crows, sometimes turtles, and even other fish will eat the toads.
Wasn't there like
What is your question?
I didn't have a question.
Okay. Now, frogs breathe through their skin, and they're just like, they do have lungs for breathing, but they will breathe through their skin. Now, a frog and toad, they both like a specific little treatsy. So their food that they eat is a fly. They love flies. They love to eat them. Sometimes they'll eat about 100 of them for just one meal. Sometimes they like to eat dragonflies. There are all kinds of things that they love to eat, but they love insects. They just love to eat the insects. Now, a toad, when it wants to scare off an enemy, it will puff itself up and make itself very, very big. And this will sometimes scare off its enemy. So let me get to the page where you can actually see that. So here's a picture of a toad there. Oh, Ben, you keep moving the book. A toad, oops, sorry guys.
But how did you just decode the whole?
So a toad here, he's puffed itself up to make itself very big. So it will do that sometimes as a mechanism to scare off things. Now, there will also be other ones. Some frogs or toads, they will secrete a poison. This frog makes itself look scary, so it looks scary. Others, they will make noises. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you before we have our little treatsy. Now, there are different methods that the frog and toad will use to carry their tadpoles. So remember we talked about, Ben keeps touching this.
I did this.
We have our cluster of frog eggs. They go to tadpoles and then they start to get bigger. Now, look here. There are many different ways that they will get their animals to their little eggs or the tadpoles. So they'll do different things. Good, Ben. Good. Now do this green. Benjamin, come here. Nope. Do this part green. Okay. So some of them will actually put the baby frog in its mouth. Color this part green. Some of them will take the eggs and I already showed you. Pay attention. Take the eggs and put them on their back. this one, the tadpoles, they will put the little tadpoles on their back. Let's see, this frog actually has a pocket, and it will put the little tadpole or the little baby frog, you can just barely see it, in a little pocket and carry it. And then this toad actually will carry the eggs on its back until they're ready to be hatched into tadpoles. So God even created frogs and toads to just even be different from each other. They're all different because he knows that they're unique, just like you and I are unique to him. Now, Ben has finished his project, so we'll go ahead and I will show you his. All right, so here is his little project. He's gonna go ahead and put the eyes on, and then he'll put his little fly on. Now, I hope that was enjoyable for you today. Sorry for the interruptions, but we will see you next time for Fun Friday, and hopefully you can do some of those at home. But before we leave, I have little flies that I brought for you to look at and eat. So I brought some flies. You'll have to just imagine, okay? So this would have been a little fly that we would have had in class. So you can go ahead. I'll give Ben one, see if he likes it. How are the flies? Are they juicy?
They're hard.
They're hard. Sometimes flies are juicy and crunchy. All right. Have a great day.